Okay. I am back, and yeah, I've got a few more things I want to get done today. So let's see. I'm gonna make a list for to kind of have a checklist, and actually, this is gonna be a new doc. So this is gonna move. Save there. All right, so this is gonna be the task list, the to-do list. So number one, I want to get a combo uh, feature. This involves cookie counting, cookie combos. It involves milk multipliers. Number two, I want to get the presents or gift collection score multiplying. Then I want to get the end of ball state done. I want to get the score tally state completed. This is the state that happens after, like, so you lose the ball. Or actually, I'll call this lose ball state. End of ball score tally state. So yeah, that's when it calculates everything at the end and before going to the next player. Eventually, further down, I want to get the name entry state in top 10. That's going to be a little later on. That's lower hanging fruit from other things. That now I also have the rip off multi-ball, the 6-day multi-ball, and the 12-day multi-ball. And to do the multi-ball, so I'm going to make the ball. To do these multi-balls, I do need to have state game game stack handling, because I have the stack in there. It's kind of correct and working, but I don't have all the quality of life, qualities of life, all the little qualities of life that I have in Haunted Cruise and Frozen and Magic Forest and all Tailed Dragon and all these other things. I don't have that in here yet, so I need to move those over so I can more easily do that. And actually, the lose ball state also involves getting the video. What do I call it? Video player. And no, the animation weight states in play, because I have a way to run a coroutine, quote unquote, animation type of thing in here, and the game knows how to wait until that's done before continuing the game. So when you lose the ball, and when you do, actually no, that's the end of ball tally. The end of ball tally is usually that. Some of these multi balls kind of relate to that, but not as much. It's mostly the end of ball, because the end of ball tally is going to have a sequence like that. I'm sure there's more I'm missing, but this should make it feature complete. So this is kind of the ordering I want to do it in as well. I think, because once I have the combo feature. Actually, I'm going to do the combo feature first. I'm then going to do that. I'll then do gift multiplying. I'm going to do gift multiplying after multi-ball because gift multiplying is kind of a nice to have. It's not a requirement. The multi-balls are a requirement. The in the ball state and the lose ball state are requirements. And to see the multipliers all work, kind of you need these things. So that is the list. I'm going to save this as to do. Under here. And as I complete them, I'll just make them green. So, combo feature. This isn't going to be that bad to do. Oh, you didn't see any of this. Oh, shit. Let's dual screen it again. Here's the to-do that I just made. Sorry. I didn't realize I didn't have the other screen going. Yeah. So, cookie multiplier, milk multiplier, the combo features, the lose ball state, the end of ball tally and animation weight states, all the multi-balls and the game stack handling, quality lose of life, and all that fun stuff. Gift collection multiplier and the top 10 state. So those are all in this list, so I can go back and reference it. I didn't even realize that I didn't have that open. So sorry about anyone who was watching earlier. Okay, so I already have a combo mode in here, I think. Devices, assemblies, and that's the engine bundle. I want the gameplay bundle, which is further down here. Yeah. Cookie combo feature. Yes. Okay, so the cookie combos, they have access to all the primary shots. Let's go back to this. To all these primary, so the left shot, the ramps, the orbits, and I am going to be a little more particular with the cookie combos because I don't want, say, you to shoot this inner loop, trigger this shot here, and then immediately trigger this shot for this cookie combo. Because I'm thinking, no matter what, all the cookie combos are going to be lit. And it's just going to make life easier instead of figuring out what shots need to be lit based on what flipper, because I can actually get to a lot of shots with a lot of these flippers. For instance, when I shoot this left orbit, if I just hold this upper left flipper up, it will come right over to this flipper easily, and I can shoot the ramp here, or I can shoot this loop. So I'm just going to light everything, or all the pertinent combos. So I want to have a... Oh, I am going to have a cookie or a combo light, I think. So multi-ball in gameplay, miscellaneous combos. I'm going to have combo shot. Handler. And the combo shot handler is going to take a primary shot. It's going to take the light that's associated with the shot, and it's going to take a set of switches that need to be ignored for a period of time after a shot is triggered. So what are you doing? Oh, compiling. So that can solve the issue of going left to right or right to left in this orbit, and that's really the only shot I need to worry about. So if I go across this shot, I need to make sure this shot doesn't trigger, and vice versa, and that's what that's for. Okay, so the combo shot handler is going to be a regular old class again, and combo shot handler will take in public. The switch component, come on, switch component, combo switch. It's gonna be combo switch ID, string lamp ID, and probably a list of, well, I don't need a list of ignore switches, do I? I just need an ignore switch. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So switch components, combo switch component, ignore switch, and then the typical lamps, which I have like right here. I'm also going to pass in a the cookie combo shot feature owner. So this way, this is going to report to the cookie combo shot when something triggers, so it knows how to handle it. Yeah. Yeah. Combo lamp ID, combo lamp ID, combo lamp flash pattern. This is all the same pattern that I've been kind of using. And then knit lamps and free lamps. And this is public. All right, and free lamps is lamp device dot free control ID takes the combo lamp ref combo lamp ID and blackout. Oh, I do need to set the color. Color and color. And the lamp color only needs to be for the flashing, because all these do is flash. Oh, I need 2 lamp patterns. No, 1 lamp pattern, because I can double the speed when it's running low. Yep. So blackout does that. Free get control ID, maybe 1. These need semicolons. Then combo switch equals assembly. This is a switch component, and it is combo switch ID. Switch. Ignore switch. This is the ignore switch ID. Then lamp is, wait, this is enabled, right? I have Facebook or the web browser taking half the things. Yeah, all right, that this is visible. I can probably just do coding actually, since I'm not doing anything on the other side at the moment. Combo lamp is, I also need to get this ID. This is a lamp device. Lamp ID. Yeah. Flash pattern now. What's the other constructor I have in here? Oh, I can set the color sequence right at the start. Oh, that's nice. I can simplify some of this game. Ball saver feature. Yeah, I didn't used to have that. Okay, I can just put this in here with the ball color in black. Or black and color. Okay. So that does all that. Public update. Link void enable. So the combo time is going to be static. Max combo time is going to be started with 6 seconds, which is really long in pinball time, but we'll start it like that. So if so this is now going to equal max combo time. This is going to equal well, if combo time is greater than 0. If it's less than or equal to, I guess, less than or equal to 0, then do nothing. Otherwise, if it's greater than, then minus time by delta time, and timer. Make sure it clamps at 0. Otherwise, we could get into precision problems at some point. Next, I want while the time is when the time is greater than 0. So we're gonna do the flash pattern, right? So lamp device dot update blink sequence. What the hell is this? Combo lamp ID blink pattern. However, if the blink time is, I'm only going to do this with blink time if the current time is greater than or equal to 1 second. So what this is effectively doing is it's adding a dead time zone. So it's only going to be flashing for 5 seconds. Then it's going to be off for a second, but it can still be hittable. So this is going to add that that grace period, quote unquote, so people can still get it even though the light's off. The other thing I'm going to do is float speed up equals current time less than 3.0 f. 2.0, 1.0. Okay, so what this is now going to do, and this is speed 0.1, half divided by the speed up. So what this is going to do is if it's less than 3 seconds left, so less than 2 visible seconds left, it's going to flash faster for 2 seconds. So the first 3 seconds is going to blink normally. The last 2 seconds, it's going to blink really quick. And the last single second, it's going to be off, but still hittable. So in thinking of it this way, I actually probably want this to be 8 seconds. Or no, 7 seconds. So that means it's 4 seconds normal blink, 2 seconds fast blink, 1 second no blink but accessible. So that's what's going on here. Okay, so while it's doing that, I then can say, oh, I need to grab a reference to this guy. Current owner. No. Current owner is going to equal owner. So if the target, if combo switch, I think I'm going to say no. Okay, so no matter what. Yeah, all right, so the owning feature, which is that thing, is going to have 2 states. Cookie combo feature. So public, where's my update on ballers? So public update, no, combo triggered. And this is going to take the combo shot handler that was triggered. And it's going to take tool is active. So I'll know if the combo is active or not, but it's always going to trigger it, because if it's not active, I want to set everything active again. Or no, if it's active, let me say, if it's active, is active, then I want to give a score and add some points. Else, if it's not active, then no matter what, I want to activate all of them. But only if it's active do I want to give the score and deal with what it is. And obj if objp dot is milk, then we're going to do one thing, else we're going to do something else. And is milk, combo shot handler is milk, public pool, no, pool is milk, is going to be a very slow test, but it's not going to happen very often. Return, well, first off, if combo switch equals null, then return false. Otherwise, combo switch dot name equals, and lamp it's not going to be combo switch. It's going to be combo lamp. Combo lamp name is this. So actually, just for contains, if it contains milk. So if the lamp contains milk, then that means this is milk. Otherwise, it's not milk. So now if it's milk, we're going to add end-of-ball multipliers. Otherwise, we're going to add cookies. And in either way, public list cookie, no, combo shot handler, combo shots. And in either way, if the combo shots are not equal null, if current mode data equals null, turn do nothing, combo shots equal null, turn, otherwise, for each combo shot handler C in current mode data combo shots C dot set, what should I call this thing? Enable shot. Enable is something used somewhere else, so I don't want to use it. So enable shot. So no matter what, I'm going to enable the shots. Let me reset and enable all shots. That is here. Handle combo reaction if active milk adds end of roll multipliers, otherwise add choco cookie counts. Sure, whatever. So that's what that does. So combo triggered. So in here, if combo switch dot is down triggered, then I'm gonna say if current owner is not equal null, current owner dot combo triggered this, and current time greater than or equal, or if current time is greater than 0.0, and that means it's active. So that actually, by putting this up here, this is nice. Handle shot trigger. So putting it up here is actually kind of nice, because now this gives you yet even more of a grace period if the thing was triggered before the time runs out, because you can still trigger it and then the time can run out. So if current time was less than 0, and that and then otherwise this lamp device is going to be just black. Lamp device dot set color combo lamp ID color dot black. So if it's less than or equal to 0, then current time is 0. And this can only be 0, or this can only, this guarantees it's going to be black, basically. So I'm going to also have a function public void reset shot. And reset shot is going to basically set the color to black and our current time to 0.0. Okay. All right, so now with just like the other things, track one can go away. I want this. I want this. Cookie shot combo is gonna give a sound effect. So I'll do the high chime again for milk. You'll get 100 points. Combo shot. Combo shot is going to be multiplied based on the number of combos you get. So combo, and I don't need lamps here. These lamps don't matter. Combo count equals 0. And this is going to be cookie combo count. So cookie combo counter, and then this is going to be 200 times the cookie combo count. So every time you make a shot, it'll just increase the cookie combo counter. This is going to be not that, but this all does add the end of ball bonus, so that doesn't matter. Otherwise, if it's not active, just reset the cookie counter to 0. So no matter what, if you shoot one of these things and it's just not active, it's just going to reset the cookie counter. Set cookie counter if shot but not active. So that just kind of naturally takes care of itself. Yeah. So this doesn't do a whole hell of a lot here, since it's all kind of passive waiting for things. Oh no, it does. It needs to update. It needs to update those shots. In current mode data is not equal null, and if current mode data dot combo shots don't equal null, then I need to for each and update. So then in, I mean, technically these don't need to be there, do they? They can be at the root because the combo shots aren't something that's saved. Yeah, I'm not going to save it in here. Yeah, I'm just not going to save that in there. It doesn't need to be in there in this case. The player doesn't need to remember how many combo shots they had, because the combo shots get reset at each ball and get reset constantly. So I'm just not going to do that. And that simplifies things a little bit. And that also means at the start of a ball, player ball begin, after I initialize the lamps, I just reset shot. Reset all combos. And at the end of the ball, I'm also going to reset all the combos, because that'll prepare it for the next player. Okay, and then free lamps and load lamps there. This just calls into here to init lamps out and free lamps and blackout. So that's all that does. So do I even need these? Initializing lamps. I mean, yeah, I use it in a few different spots, so I'll leave them. So that takes care of the lamps. That takes care of the shots. So in theory, this kind of probably works now. I mean, I guess here I can do this. On reset for new ball. Player ball begin. I might as well add that there. Okay, so I'll add shots now. Add new combo shot handler. So this takes a switch ID, it takes a lamp ID, takes an ignore switch, takes a color. So most of these are going to be orange. If we look at the artwork for a second, if we look at this piece of art, you can't see that desktop. If we look at the art, these cookies right here, these are all transparent. So if we make the cookies orange, it'll look like brown chocolate chip cookies. And the milk right here, this I'm going to make it white because the milk is already kind of white. It will bloom it out, but it makes sense to me. So, yeah, most cookies will be orange and the milk itself will be white. So where was that? That was here. So new color orange is 1.0F, 0.5F, 0.0F. This is the owner. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shots, and then the 6th one is white. Color white. And this is the milk. Okay, so now I need to get the triggers. Actually, while I'm here, I'm just going to grab the name of this. Put this in here. Milk. Okay. Left orbit. The left inner orbit. That's also going to be an ignore switch for the right orbit. Oh, whoops. The left inner orbit is milk. Right. And that will be an ignore switch for the inner orbit, the right orbit. So that inner orbit, that ramp, other orbit. So I'll add an ignore switch there. The right orbit is also the ignore switch here. The candy ramp is here. The sleigh ramp is here. And the chimney ramp is here. And none of those have ignore switches. They just don't need them. now, whatchamacallit, yeah, now the lamps themselves can go to the lamp controller for this. Left orbit combo. Inner milk. Yep, alright, got that already. Candy combo. Sleigh combo. Chimney combo. And right orbit combo. Okay. Those should be all the combo shots, so they're now all registered. I've already added the combo shot to the gameplay stack, so I don't need to do that now. So I think the combo shots will just work. What are you complaining about here? He wants... Why do you want another... Oh, yeah. Okay. And you're... Oh, yeah, this one as well. Fire combo. Ball. Multiplier cookie combo. Okay, yeah, I think that should do it. So now it's testing time, I suppose. So yeah, let's flip over back to this screen and see if it works. Now, I don't handle the dead switches or the ignore switches yet. I'll do that after. Okay, why? Okay, this is definitely not working. Combo shot 24. Oh. Those new. I always forget this. Again, coming from C++. I mean, this is an already made object when you define it in C++. So my brain is just like, oh, I already created it, even though in C# it's not. So I make that mistake more often than I like to admit, unfortunately. I do need to change Pinball AR. This is not Pinball AR. Okay, so now that worked. So let's... So if I hit... So that's lighting all those combos, and then it should go fast after a second. It didn't go fast. But it's doing its job, though. it is working, but it's not going fast. So the combo shot handler is not doing something correctly. To definition. Set color. Oh, that's the grumble. That's the fade speed, not the blink speed. Okay, well, I'm going to add another thing back here. Sequence speed equals 1.0. Because I want to be able to speed this up. So, and now in combo shot handler, instead of that going there, this is still going to be 1F, false, and then speed up. So now it should double the speed, I think. Okay, so if I shoot, so that's blinking, and then that goes faster. Yeah, all right. That's almost too fast. So the normal speed is going to be is going to be not 1.0, it's going to be 0.75, and then the fast speed is going to be 1.5. So now it'll blink a little slower. Actually, I shouldn't do it that way. It can still be 1 and 2.0. I just need to change it here. I'm going to change this to be 2. So every fifth of a second it changes. So it's going to be a kind of slow flash until the very end. Then it's going to be much faster. Shoot a shot. Yeah, that's a good slow speed. I'm okay with it. And then that goes fast. Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay, let's get the ignore switch working. Combo handle. Okay, so I have the ignore switch. Quote ignore time. There. So if the ignore switch is hit, so ignore time equals time dot delta time. If ignore time is less than 0, then make sure it's 0. So if I hit the ignore switch, then I want to add probably half a second. Well, no, what I can do is if this is triggered, if come on, if the ignore switch or if the ignore time is not there, then take care of triggering. Otherwise, if the ignore time is there, then just reset the ignore time. That way, as you go around, if you trigger this at least once, it'll reset the time so you can trigger it again in case you loop really, really quickly one way, then immediately snap back the other way. So now if ignore switch is not null, if combo, no, if ignore switch is down, so as long as this is down, then we're going to set the ignore time to 1.0 f. So that is 1 second for it to go. So 1 second is a long time for it to loop around. So if we look at the playfield image again, and just do this. So the only two things that have ignore switches are these two orbit shots, right? So let's say we loop around here and we just kiss this, then after 1 second, it could be possible to go over this other switch and trigger it. But more than likely, if it's going to take 1 second, you're probably going to drop down here. Same with going this way. To loop around, it's going to take more than a second. And I could potentially, actually, it could take a second. I might make it 1.5 seconds, because if you go so slow that you don't trigger this switch, you're going to drop down here and trigger it. So yeah, so I'll make this 1.5 seconds. This is, oh, that's doing that. Const loads ignore switch time 1.5 seconds. So this, if you hit the ignore switch down. So yeah, ignore switch. This will be 1.5 seconds for the ignore switch. So the other thing to think about is, oh, okay, yeah, so if you're spinning around, if this is the switch you want to trigger, then you're going to hit the ignore switch after you trigger it. So I need, yeah, I need a way to ignore the ignore switch. So I think it just needs to be, I think ignore time in general. I need two timers, don't I? I need the ignore switch and ignore the main switch. Because if you hit the ignore switch, then you need to ignore the main switch. But if you hit the main switch, you need to ignore the ignore switch. See if there's an easy way to do this. Usually there's an easy solution for something like this. Yes, I have this switch down here. Desktop main. Yes, I have this switch down here. But I don't want to use it to reset switches if they're going slow, because that won't help the fast, because you can loop around this in less than a second. So ignore main time, ignore ignore time, ignore main time. It's okay, sure. So if you loop, I'm gonna dual view this so you can see what I'm thinking while I'm thinking. So if you loop here, I'm gonna hit the main, and then I need to ignore the ignore. So ignore time. Equals 0. Or equals ignore switch time. Oh yeah. Then here, if ignore time is greater than or equal to 0.0f, then ignore time equals 0. Otherwise, and this needs to become down triggered. Is down triggered. Then you ignore the time. Ignore main time. Or main time. Ignore main is like that. Ignore is like that. And I also need to timers. There's now 2 of them. Excuse me. Ignore main. Ignore. Okay, so now this should allow me to keep triggering main over and over and over again and not bother the ignore switch. So yeah, I think that's how I can test this. It's a little silly, but I mean, this is just a single case of a single ignore switch and a single not ignore switch. Once I solve it, we're good, and combos will be done minus given a cookie and given end of ball multipliers, which happened in the player context, and I believe I have this already kind of in there. Okay, so well, that's failing. That is not working at all. Okay, what the hell? If main ignore time is less than or equal to 0, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make the same pattern over here just so my brain doesn't explode. Main ignore time is less than or equal to 0, then add the ignore time, and then send the thingy thing. So the ignore time is like that. So now if I go the other way, if the ignore time is less than 0, then I'm going to add the main ignore time. So if the main ignore time is not, then it's going to set that to, but this should work. Shouldn't this work? Why is this not why is this not working? So I hit the ignore switch first. The ignore time is set. So I'm subtracting delta time. And if the ignore time is less than 0, which it's not, then you set the ignore main time to 0, because this has already been triggered. This is switch dot name plus ignore time plus ignore. So now I'll see in the log here what's going on. Clear that again. I can't see what switch is switch. I must not have saved. It's working fine now. Yeah, okay, it's working fine. So I guess I didn't. I made changes and I didn't save. Of course. Okay, combos are good. Now let's add combos to the player context. So game bundle main. Okay. Gameplay mode state dot get instance get current player data dot add damn it, people, stop bugging me right now. Get current player data dot add. So I have add to score. Oh, I don't have multipliers in here. Tilt warnings, player index, extra balls. Yeah, I do. Increment and a ball multipliers. So this is with milk I do this. Increment and a ball multiplied. And then with okay, so I haven't exactly discussed what this is. So this I call this player context. This contains everything that a player cares about, um, with with the exception of score bit, which is a different thing. So anything that needs to be persistent throughout the game, such as bonuses, such as collected items and features, and major game modes and other things that you want to store and want to remember, goes into player context. So end of ball multipliers, for instance, right here, this needs to be in there. The hold bonus, if it's a hold bonus. I don't really have hold bonus in this game, I don't think, or I don't have a way to hold the bonus. I haven't figured out how to do it yet, so that's not going to be there. It's in here, but it's always going to be false. The tilt warnings are in here. The player index, of course, the score, the scores per ball. So I have score bit features in that depending on what score you get on certain balls, you get different achievements or different increments of things. Same with the number of skill shots you've collected in the game. It tracks things like that. Extra balls are in here. So what I also need to add is public int choco cookies. So this is the cookie count that you have at the end of the game. Public int presents. Current presents. I'll call this just current cookies. So for every time you get a present, you'll get an end ball thing. The cookies are going to add up more because every combo shot is going to be worth a cookie. So cookies may only be like 1,000 points, but if you have times 30 end ball multipliers and you have 100 cookies, that's a lot. So cookies will be way overpowered later on you go in the game, whereas presents, they require at least 2 shots. No, they require at least 3 shots always. Either like the present that bonus shot at the middle, a present shot, or a side cookie thing shot, and then the present shot itself. So that's 3, or a pair of targets and then the present shot. So it's always 3 shots for that. Whereas the cookies, as soon as you make any shot, the chocolate chip cookies, as soon as you make any shot, any other combo shot you make within a certain period of time collects a cookie. So you can get a lot of those. Especially if you loop around. If I open up this and go to playfield image again, zoom in a little bit. So it's very, very possible to loop this ramp, loop this ramp, loop this ramp, back and forth very consistently, very easily, and you'll constantly get cookie, 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 cookie. Yeah, you'll get a lot of them. let's just say. Come on, full size. You go away. So presents, cookies. So I need accessors and getters for these things. Public void int cookies. Cookies. Public int get cookie count. Current cookies. And same thing for presents. Int cookies. Int presents. Presents. Get present count ink, return the current presence. All right, so ink cookies goes into here. So we have animal multipliers on this line, but we have cookies on the next line. And so there's two different counters, right? So you have the combo counter for multiplying your shot values, and then you have the total cookies you have in the game. And this cookie value persists the entire game. Same thing with the presents. So I do need to add them into the presents mode. Christmas present pair. So if this is lit, is down triggered, so you get the chime high. Increment the present counter. So the player data dot inc presence. So now we have multipliers, now we have cookies, now we have presents. The multipliers aren't doing anything because I don't have the end of ball mode yet, or the end of ball feature set yet. And that, so in the to do, this is done. So this took me about an hour, ish, because I also explained some things as I went and I had to debug some things. So the next step, hopefully within the next hour, I'll be able to get the lose state and a very rudimentary tally state. Basically, I just want to show the stats and have it sit there for a second and then go away. Because after that, that means the animation works. The animation that it's going to be running works, and I can just add whatever blinking states and other sweep in, sweep outs, and all these other things later on. Those are not needed for the alpha. And the alpha just needs the end of ball tally state to be there, not animate all nice and happy. Okay, so now the lose the ball state is next. Well, let me just run it, make sure that there's no crashing quickly, because I did just add access to players, contexts, and things. Also, I should double check to make sure multiplayer works. And I did turn the computer volume down. I'll turn it back up ever so slightly. So I'm going to add 2 players in there. So now I'm just going to add combos. So I added some combos in there. Now I'm going to lose the ball. Okay, it reset it for player 2. So let's loop that. Let's end the ball. Oh, that's a ball thing. Okay, it's resetting fine. So I know excuse me, I know the combos are good. Combos are good. All right, so that's done. Okay, so the ball lost state. I want to play a musical interlude when you lose, and I do have that here. So this is actually a gameplay mode state, which I can copy and paste, like the plunger state, for example, because it's just gonna kind of be like that. So if I paste this here, really, oh, give me plunger state 1. Thank you. This is gonna be ball lost state and ball lost state. So this stuff is all partial classes. So ball lost state. States. Yeah, I can leave check for more players in there. Handle modes. Modes are no longer a thing. Get rid of all of that. Start ball lost state. Enable flippers. Also, I want to disable the flippers. Get rid of all of this. Plunger sleep. Yeah, I don't need any of that. I don't need kick ball. So this is going to start ball lost state. So in the ball lost state, all I'm doing is playing a music track, and so game music controller dot get instance ball lost. So I want to see how this is handled here. So I'm getting the ball lost, pop music, play, stop. So new default. Okay, so I want to stop the music. Stop. I then want to jukebox.play get instance play BGM, and this is going to be an intro. There's not a loop, and this is going to be 0.5 0.75 F volume. Play the ball lost music. So now up here, I'm going to wait until the ball lost music is done. If jukebox is playing, if it's not is playing, then starts in game mode state. I am normal play state. So in here, clears you get ball, save fish, plunger, release, try to save ball. Start end of ball. Okay, oh, I have an end of ball bonus state, really. Go to definition. Okay, and all that does is next player. So it's this goes to ball loss. So ball loss goes to end of ball bonus state, and now players normal gameplay state goes to ball loss state, and the where did that go? This okay, that ends the ball. One player ball end, then do end of ball bonus. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's all fine. So in theory, when I lose the ball, or when I lose the ball, it should then play the end of ball tally. It should then go silent for a second and start up the plunger music again. So that means I would have the ball lost state in there, and the end of ball tally is already kind of in there. I just need to make it play end of ball tally video screen. So this is actually going to be pretty quick, I think. So and it did. Okay, so the end of ball lost and every state is already done. So well, that's good. I closed the thing I didn't want to close. Oh, to do. Okay, so the ball lost state, that's done. That was quick. And the ball tally state is already there. I just need the animation in there. So end of ball. Come on. So end of ball tally state. So in here, I want to load an end of ball animation. Dual. There we go. Okay. An animation is actually of type and video animation. I think that's not what I want, is it? No, because that doesn't actually have a. Okay, title screen animation. Okay, so title screen splash is of type splash screen base. So splash screens are animations that can run and know when they're done running. So in for end of ball bonus, so in gameplay modes, I should have something called animations. Oh, splash screen types. Here we go. This is in gameplay? Gameplay bundle. Yes. So splash screen types. So this is also going to have actually I probably should just create end of ball bonus animation. And that's what this is going to be called again. And this is going to be of type splash screen. So I will open up the timed splash screen because that's basically all this is going to be right now. So I can just copy this and paste it in here. And this wait is just a wait for seconds thing. So I'm going to wait for 2.0f. And that will do it. So end of ball bonus animation, I need to create in end of ball bonus state. So end of ball bonus animation, rent eob anim equals null. This needs to current eob anim equals resources dot load. It's gonna be of this at game bundle create gameplay animes. So game bundle gameplay animes. What are you do? Why are you bringing up team crap and get changes and what is all of that? I don't know. What was this? Game bundle. Gameplay animes. End of ball animation. It's gonna be the name of the thing. Load the end of ball animation. Oh no, this needs to be resources.load as game object dot instantiate resources dot load. Right? So I'm doing this. Yeah. As game object dot get component slash screen base. So now if dot is not equal to null, if is complete, then destroy game object dot destroy this, and this equals null. If it's null. Start. Okay, so this is going to play the animation, and as if it's null at any point, so let's say at this point it becomes null, for some reason there's a problem, then it's just going to go to the next player. Otherwise, it's going to wait until the animation is complete, because this will not be null at that point. And as soon as it's complete, it's going to destroy the animation, it'll become null, and then we can start the next player. So first off, I'm going to wrap this around try and catch system.exception, because right now that does not exist, so it will throw an exception. This will throw an exception, but I want to try to see if it's just going to continue through if it's null, because if it's null, or if it does throw an exception, it's going to be null. At the start here, I can say, well, no, I'm not going to, if for whatever reason this is not even null, destroy game object dot destroy this. So this should all be in that try block, technically. Make sure that the previous animation is gone. I don't want an animation sitting in there. Otherwise, if there's a problem with any of this, actually that should be in its own try catch, shouldn't it? Yeah, that should be in its own try catch, because that's a different situation. In this case, this would be that equals null. So in either case, I'm going to make sure this is null. So if this is like that, then try to make sure that's destroyed. If that fails, that means it's probably a zombie of some type. So I don't want it to exist. So now I will set this, I will set this to null. And this does not need to be set to null there, because if that fails, it's not going to get set. Some invalid. And so that should take care of that. Okay, and then the next thing, I'm going to take the title screen animation, and I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to rename it to the top 10, or the gameplay, this guy, the end of ball bonus animation. I'm going to edit this. Now in here, I don't want the rotating pinballs. All I want is, I don't need a directional light. I don't need a point light. All I need is I don't need title screen splash. I need this to be a end of ball. Where is it? This is an end of ball animation. And this is going to have a piece of text in it. 3D text. And title. This is going to be there. It's going to be character size zoomed up quite a bit. Middle center. Font is, yeah, this. So I can bring this right down. And ball tally. Go there. Look at that. This is going to be on layer UI. Yes. Okay. So this should show the end of ball tally for a moment. And if it does, excellent. I can now fill in the end of ball tally stuff. I can make it just show the score for the player. So I got that. So now it should go to end of ball tally. Well, it should do the stinger, then the end of ball tally, and then back to the next player. Stinger. End of ball tally. And it didn't kill it. Why didn't you kill it? Why didn't you kill it? Oh, it destroyed the game object. That's what it needed to do. I freed the script. I didn't free the game object. That's why. So let's try this again. It almost worked. Let's start the game. I have no idea if you're actually hearing the gameplay music. I don't know, maybe you are. Add that. Oh, I'm not. Okay, so it's here. It'll wait until the end of ball, or the ball thing is done. Wait in a couple other seconds. Okay. End of ball tally. And then, yay. Alright, it works. Okay, that works. So now I can actually fill in the end of ball bonus animation stuff. So what I need is very basic player text mesh player score or text or value text mesh, player presence, their final score, player presence, player cookies, raw value, raw value, multiplier value, final value, and the player's score. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mutable meshes and 6 additional non-mutable meshes. So let's go into this animation. Let's add all these things. These are all public. Need to be public so I can assign them. They'll show up over here in this corner, and then I'll add stuff. So there they all are. And a ball title. That's fine. So the first one is going to be, well, I'm going to create roots for each one of these. So create an empty no, create empty. So this is going to be root, and in here I'm going to have 2 things. This is going to be the text. This is going to be the value. Ooh, no, don't do that. The value is going to be number 1 1 2 3 1 2 3. It's going to be middle left anchored. Alignment is right, left, yeah, sure. And then this text is going to be middle right, and it's going to be anchored to the right. So the first one is presence. This needs to move over a little bit. Pull this down. This, I actually want this to be 0. These need to be, y is 0. Okay. X is 0. Yeah, this here. So presence. Then that down. This is going to be cookies. Presence. Roots. Cookies. Roots. And I'm doing this for a reason, which you'll see shortly. Value roots. There. Roots. It's gonna come down there. Why is this so low? This is supposed to be centered. It's supposed to be centered. 0. Oh, I see what happened. This is X99. I guess I can put that there. No, I'll put that at the bottom here. This will be this 99. This is going to be, so I do need text there. Zero. X99. So that's the multiplier. Then the final value is going to be, after all of this, come on, final value I'm going to also add, a line. So plus 3D object quad. And this is going to scale up. Scale up. There. This needs to not have a box collider. Needs to not have dynamic occlusion. This needs to have no motion. This needs to not receive shadows. This does not want to cast shadows. But this does need white. So white. I'm going to make another. So this probably should go. Yeah, no, I'm going to create another one. This is going to go up here. And a ball tally. I'm going to increase this character size a little bit more to like that. We'll call it 1.5. All these things are under there. And all these things, that can be part of the title. All these things can move down a little bit to there. And then I need a final score. Final score roots. This way down here. So this value is going to be to the left, middle. Yeah. Final score. Yeah. 999. Actually, that's not enough. 999. Score. score root is going to move more here because I want these texts to be bigger. Character size needs to be a bit bigger. So that's the final player score. Now let's assign all of this stuff into here. So presence value, let's open all this stuff up again. Okay, so the final score is this. Final value is this. This quad line needs to actually go here. This multiplier root, oops, this multiplier value is here. This raw value is here. Presence value and cookie value. Okay, I want to check one thing. So if I add more things like that, yeah, so I want this to be left justified. Really? Huh. All right, well, good enough. Again, this is just supposed to be gray boxing. It's not supposed to be final stuff. So now in here, when it starts, I can say player presence value dot text equals well, first off, game play mode state dot get instance dot get player get current player data player context current player was this. So get present count player cookie value equals get cookie count player raw value dot text raw value text equals get present count times present, like the presence value, present score value. For each present, you'll get 500,000 points. For each cookie, you'll get 50,000 points. Get cookie counts times presence. So it's going to be get cookie count plus present count. Then multiplier value text equals current player dot get multipliers. Then the final score, final value equals value. Our value is going to equal to this. Okay, so that's the current raw value multipliers. So the final value is going to be this times the multipliers. And then player score, player final score value equals current player dot get score, and current player dot add to score. And I need to make sure this isn't multiplying things the way I don't want it to, but this is going to be raw value times multipliers. So right here, I'm going to make sure the player has the score before things are lost and saved. Oh. And I want to make sure add to score isn't doing weird pre-multiplication stuff, because sometimes it does it. Add to score new value. No, it's just flat out adding the new value. Okay, good. Oh Jesus, you're not seeing any of this. Okay. Yeah. So I just added all of this stuff. all of these things. And I just double checked to make sure add to score isn't using current playfield multipliers or anything like that. Sometimes I do that, and this one is not. And then the final score. So when I start this, or when I run this now, it should show correct values for the player and update the player score correctly. And then it'll show it for 2 seconds, and then it'll go away. And there was an error. What is my error? Current player before it's declared. Oh, yeah. Convert into string. But you do it anyways. Just fucking, yeah. All right, dot text equals. I do this in some other spots. I want to find. Okay, toString. This is the toString I'm looking for. This adds commas and things as needed. Multipliers value. I also need to double check to make sure end of ball multipliers is always equal to at least 1. End of ball multipliers. Reset end of ball multipliers. Yes, they're always equal to at least 1. Where else is reset end of ball multipliers used called? So finalized ball. Reset finalized ball. Yeah, and in reset multipliers. Yeah, so in finalized ball. Okay, that's fine. Value times get end ball multipliers. Oh, value dot text. All right, so now, again, I'm going to save. And I'm going to save the project because I made some new stuff. Now, in theory, the end of ball multipliers are going to show up with, or the end of ball bonus is going to show up with all the actual values that I have in there for the current active player or the current ball ending player. So let's just add. I added some cookies in there. I'm gonna add some presents. Yeah, okay. So now, if I end the ball, so presents that, presents that. Oh wow, that's way too big. It seemed like it was almost working. Uh, and a ball bonus animation. So you know what? Just for funsies, actually, let's go to the gameplay scene, game mode scene. Let's actually, I need to bring the UI camera into this startup scene. UI camera, gameplay scene. UI camera in there, and let's get interval bonus. Yeah, that's way too big. So let's go to the end of ball bonus. This. Gonna shrink everything way down. Well, actually, I can probably just. Yeah, how big does this need to be? More like this. Probably not centered like that because the ball is not centered. There. And I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. It's better. Ball tally. You're gonna move up a little bit. What happens if I make it 0 again? Yeah. And the ball bonus. Oh, is the UI camera mine? UI camera's not okay. So and the ball bonus is that. Let's scale it up again a little bit. So that works. All these things need to be on the UI layer. Yes, and change children. Okay, apply all. And this scale needs to be in on. Okay, that's all there. Okay, good, good. Yes. Okay, now let's see if I see what I need to. Oh, and again, you didn't see any of that. Oh my god, I need to keep. I'm just gonna keep this in dual. I keep making bouncing back and forth between screens, and you don't see half the stuff that I do. Anyways, I adjusted the end of ball screen so it would be on screen. What am I? Oops. Oh well, that's fine. No, I want to do some of that. Okay, so now I have some features in. So I got some cookies. I have one end of ball bonus multiplier. Did that. So now let's. So this is player 2. So player 2 is gonna get a lot of loops. and cookies. So they should have a big end of ball bonus multiplier. Yeah, 4 end of ball bonus multipliers times cookies. So that did that. Now I'm not going to do anything. This player should still have 1 end of ball bonus, and it should still kind of go through. Actually, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This should have 12 end of ball bonus multipliers. Only has 4. Okay, I have a limit cap of 4. And this guy should have just 1 end of ball bonus multiplier. Okay, back to 1 with 300. Yeah. All right. So this seems to be working. And but the player context is capping. Yes, it's capping the end of ball bonus multipliers right here. So I don't want to do that. I want infinite end of ball bonus multipliers in this game. Infinite. Loop that shot. Get your multipliers. So that's that. All right, so the to-do, this is all done. So it took about 2 hours, and I got these things done. Now the multi-balls. This is going to be... There's going to be a little bit more of a thing because, like I said, some of them need to stack, some of them don't, and then the present needs to have different state, or the gift toy assembly thing used to have a different state depending on the rip-off multi-ball versus the primary multi-balls. The 6-day and the 12-day multi-ball are actually not going to be that bad to do because once I make it so you can push and pop playfield states, it just kind of falls into place. I don't know. I'm kind of I kind of want to drag my feet on this a little bit longer and maybe add the name entry at the end because then that'll really kind of button up the primary game loop, and the gift collection score multiplier can get put in there. And that can really kind of button up the main game loop minus these other little things. Because I figure it's going to take probably another hour to get those 2 things done. And then the multi-balls would be last. And I could potentially do that another day. I'd need to review how I do some of this in the other games that I have. Because I don't have, like I said, I don't have all those features here yet. Yeah, so I'm going to push those off a little bit. The top 10 name entry state. So do I have a name entry state in here? Name and top 10. Yeah, I don't have a name entry state in here. So I am going to pull that out of Magic Forest, I think. Name entry state, yeah. Features, name entry panel. Oh, and a match event. I forgot about the match event. Oh, the match event. That's easy though. That's really easy. But I do have both of those in here in very rudimentary forms, so I can add them in. Over here, attract mode, gameplay. So these go into states. Name entry. Match event. These into there. Those should build okay without a problem. So I think they're kind of, yeah, that build fine. Name entry. Now I do have a name entry animation. Resources, game bundle. Game. Oh. Match event, name entry. Match event, name entry. These go into resources. Game bundle. And I'm sure there's going to be some things I'm missing with this. So let's open up one of these and see what they're looking like. Game bundle. Match event. Oh, match event is just going to work. Match event looks like it's just going to bloody work. Match event panel. So match event panel does this. It grabs the scores the way that the scores are currently meant to be in there, I think. All right, it's playing some sound effects that don't exist, but you know, whatever, that's fine. I can change this to chime high and chime low. And all right, let's look. Name entry is going to be the one that has more things missing. Yeah, name entry has more things missing. So, right. Name entry squiggles. I don't need the squiggles. But I do need these things. Black transparent level. Black transparent level. So what is black transparent level? First off, where does that exist? Materials, black transparent level. All right, in assets, art, black, view, black, fade to black, fade to white. That didn't fix it. Oh, that did? Huh? I don't even need that. Okay, maybe this is just gonna kind of work. Okay. Maybe it's just gonna kind of work. I'll find out. Story tree. This. So how does this load this in? No. name entry. So name entry mode state game bundle mate. Okay, so obviously I register these things with gameplay. What was that? Game bundle? Game bundle, yeah. Game bundle main. Okay, yep, so these things get enabled. And what's next? Name entry mode. I mean, that's fine. Name entry base state, name entry. So name entry, I guess, is what I call for this. So return name entry if, where's this? State update. Okay, update the state, so do this stuff. Exit back to attract and update, or do the plunger state. This is the end of game. No, this is the state update. So gameplay mode. State. Fade out to attract, fade out the gameplay. Auto reset of no explained period of time. Okay, so this goes here. Ish. If backspace. So if backspace, you do this. Otherwise, you start the plunger state. All right, I need to bring over some more of this because this is doing things in a slightly different order. Data inventory display is connected to remote. End game resetting, end game timer. State update. Yeah, so I need all of this, I think. Need all of this. Okay, I have game resetting. I think some of this stuff is going to be consistent already. This is basically the loop. One of these it doesn't like. Device remote config hit. Exit to game. Oh, it doesn't like exit to game state. Right. I don't have that one yet. Go to definition. Exit. What was it called? Exit. Fade out to end game state. Yeah. Exit to game state. I don't have that. Do I have fade out to attract state? I don't think I've fade out. I do have fade out to attract state. I don't have fade out to end state. So now I have that there. Where is this used? This is used in player start next ball. If that, then this. Well, player start next ball. That is not the name of the function. It is start next player. Yeah. Start next player. Start next player is... oh, that's where I do that. Player list greater than that. Ball's greater than that. Use extra ball. Try to use extra ball. Current ball number plus current max balls per game. Okay, so this is... that's what I do there. Yeah. Yeah. Player index equals 0. Current ball analytics, send ball in. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's what I do there. And then what is complaining here? Oh, the HUD. I don't have a HUD yet, so I don't need this. Okay, so now at the end of the game, it'll go to the match event because I copied a whole bunch of things. You went to the match, it's going to go to the match event, or it's going to go to name entry if it's a new high score. I don't think I have a top 10 list here. Top 10 panel, top 10. Oh, I call it leaderboard. I do have a leaderboard here. Okay. I don't actually know what the leaderboard is. Alright, well, let's see. I want to see the leaderboard so I know what score I need to get in order to get onto the leaderboard. Actually, I don't need that because the match event comes in first. So let's just do this. Let's test the match event. Because if I'm not on the leaderboard, it'll go right to the match event. Yeah, and I got no end of ball bonus. Yes, right, I didn't get any ball bonus because I didn't make any shots. I don't know if I should have that. Well, I guess that's okay. And this is ball 3. Then after ball 3, it should fade the screen out, in theory, and go to the match event. Match event. And I didn't make it. Okay. Excellent. Yes, yes. Good. Okay, so I need 4 million to get on the score. That's only a few presents, so that's easy enough. Oh, I can do... I got a lot of cookies now. It's gonna give me a huge end of ball bonus. 31, 65. That's a little much. What the? Okay, I think I need to tame that a little bit. Oops. So what's this supposed to be? What's my normal end of ball bonus? It's 2 million times 31. Yeah, that would... Oh my god, these scores are going to get out of control really quickly with just doing combos and bonus. Oh, this is going to be amazing. I can't wait to see this. Oh, wow. Okay, let's... I should get a name entry now. Yeah. I mean, it starts off a little wonky. Um, D, C, let's go back. D, G, I, and then it crashes. Okay. It almost works. So why did it crash? Oh, I was trying to assign something that doesn't exist. Variable bottom area fader. Oh, that's what that's for. Oh, okay. Well, I'll just copy it back over. Um, right, that fades out the thing, so you can't. Yeah, all right, I get it. I get it. This is under resources, gameplay, name entry elements. Resources, gameplay, name entry elements. Let's put this back here. And now I'll go and I'll remove that squiggly thing again. Name entry panel. Get rid of the squiggly. Okay. Okay, now I get it. File, save project, and file, save. Run this. Oh my god, the multipliers are gonna be so insane. Oh my god. This really is gonna be a game all about multiplying what you got. I love it. I love it. Oh, I love it so much. $152. Yeah, this is gonna be a game so much about multiplying things, getting combos and multiple. Oh wow. Oh wow. So what I probably should also do is I should probably just add maybe a sparkle bonus. So any switch you get, it adds one to the sparkle bonus, and that is like 12 bonus points or something. Oops. That way you always have bonus. Wow, why am I dropping frames left and right? Why was I dropping frames? Like, all of those frames. That's insane. Okay, so... Oh, I'm not going to get an end of ball. Oh, I need to get at least right. Okay. And what is my bonus multiplier now? Ooh, boy, 17 million. Very quickly, each one of those multiplier shots becomes 1,000,000 points. Very quickly. That's pretty awesome. So anyone who knows that can just farm multipliers. It's kind of like Shadow almost. But actually more so. So I have 1,000,000 points right now. Because each of those presents is worth 500. So technically, each end of ball bonus would be 1 million times. Yeah. Um, so if I just hit this an absurd amount of times, now I'm gonna get like a 20 million bonus. 27 million bonus. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, so this I can do um high. Yeah, okay. So now this should be score number one, like top score. Like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 27 high. Oh, DGI already got added. Okay, so the top scores are being added. So this is good. Um, so another feature I forgot about is being able to display your previous scores at the end of a game. So actually, let me add things to do to dos. So this is all set. Um, save that. So I do also need. I don't want to color this. Um, show previous scores during whatchamacallit, track mode. So what I typically do with that is I have another panel that just kind of shows up. They can interrupt anything that it's currently displaying, and it just shows up for a certain period of time. So this should be easy enough to pick off and do. Yes, I'm delaying dealing with the multi-balls. And the gift collection scoring. This really shouldn't be that bad. I think by the end of tonight, I'll have everything except for the multi-balls done, to be honest. Let me open up where is it? That's Magic Forest. That's not what I'm looking for. This is 12 Days of Christmas. Um, just to double check the GDD. Okay, so I got those. I got the combo shots and the milk shot, so those are good. Yeah, it really is just the multi balls and the combo thing, and then all the primary rules are done. Yeah, good. But yes, I do want to get show the previous scores because that's important for competition and things. And I can see this game being fucking crazy with competition because people are going to try to loop, 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 and it's going to be whoever loops the most and combos the most. This is going to be pretty fun. It's going to be pretty fun. Um, so in attract mode, so let's close all of this crap. Too many open windows. Okay, let's open up attract mode. Attract mode state. Now in here, I think okay, HUD display. Yeah. Gameplay HUD show previous scores. Well, that's not quite what I'm doing now. That's not quite what I'm doing now because I want to do what Magic Forest does. It's actually Magic Forest and Frozen both do this. Haunter Cruise does it differently, but I'm going to switch it over. Correct. Attract mode state. Oops. Oh, this is the track mode. So previous scores. Yeah, okay. So start show previous scores state, show previous scores state. So this right here, I want to copy over. Start developer splash. Start game logo. So Start developer splash. Handle, draw, handle, start ARS, developer splash. So I'm gonna put these in here. Show, okay, track mode elements, and this is previous scores. Yeah. So where's this called? How is this called? This is called in just state update. Previous scores. If it's not the raw grid and it's not already the score, yeah. So this goes into the regular update. Yeah. So all right. So I have it kind of here, but I changed it. So previous score display here. And now I need that prefab. And that prefab, I don't think I can just grab it out of this. Well, I can grab some of it. I can grab some of it, actually. Because there is a script, another splash screen script. Where is it? Engineering scripts. Game HUD. Splash screen, holiday, splash, time display, world display. No, where is it? States, track mode HUD, track mode light show, world top 10. Oh, previous scores. Here it is. Yeah, previous scores state. So this can come into here. Engineering scripts. Game states. Track mode. Yeah, this can go in here. Previous scores. And then in resources, I also have a previous score. I'll copy that over. I'm gonna have to delete a lot of things because it's got all kinds of backgrounds and other things that don't exist. Sample streaming, resources, game, tracked, previous scores, prefab. Yep. So yeah, I mean, I have a lot of these things that I made once before, so I don't feel like remaking them from scratch again. That's one of the benefits of having a bunch of games made, I suppose. There's always going to be changes that you need to make with them, but you don't always have to redo everything from scratch. So attract mode, previous scores. You can see this is all broken. But so the BG I'm just gonna hide because I don't care. And the panels, each of the panel backdrops I'm just gonna hide because again, I don't care. And yeah, there you go. Player 2, player 1, all of that is already there. So now if I run the game, well, I'll save it. If I run the game, I should be able to press the left and right flipper switches, and it should show me the previous game scores just already flat out. And then I don't have to think about it. So now if I press that, no, it is not. Why is it not? It should be. It should have. Oh, that's Magic Forest. It track mode. It should have. So what? Why is it not? Oh, is it maybe skipping over it? Start developer. Players top 10. No. No, it should. Why is it not showing it? There it is. I guess certain things didn't compile. Okay, I think this is similar to the other problem I had earlier where I saved but it didn't build. And it was just showing this for a period of time, then it's going to go back to the top 10 list, and I can go back to that at any point. So I can now see the previous game scores, I think. So it's because this game just started, there is no previous score. If I start a game, and then, give me some score, then exit out. Technically, the previous games, no, it didn't show that. Oh, maybe I can't exit out that way. Let's hold down left, hold start. Okay, so now, no, it didn't show that either. Is it just not finding the player scores? Oh, maybe it's looking in the wrong spot for the player scores. Previous scores. Previous score 1. Previous score is not being set anywhere, so that makes sense. Where's previous score set? Here. Previous score 1 is previous scores. That previous scores is, oh, this happens in the game HUD, so save scores as previous. Yes, and I don't have a HUD in that game yet. So I'll just copy this. What's the easy way to do this? I don't have a HUD. Do I have a, no, I don't have a HUD, do I? I have HUD elements, but I don't have a HUD itself. Yeah, I don't officially have a HUD yet. Do I need to add a HUD now? I really don't think I need to add a HUD for this game. So I don't think I'm going to add a HUD. Previous initials. Oh, this also handles connected players. Oh, that's right. Oh no. Set scores, text, set, update. Current score text. Actually, this is pretty transplantable. This is pretty transplantable. So maybe I should just move the HUD over there too. So to do, I'll add HUD to it, I guess. HUD control, I guess. Soda. I need more soda. Excuse me. Yeah. Excuse me. Jeez. All right. I'll add the HUD over there. Where does this live? Come on. Where do you live? Game mode HUD. Okay, resources. There it is. Assets, engineering, scripts. States. HUD. HUD. Okay, this isn't as generic as I hoped. Game mode state does not have get player data. Really? Oh, because I made it an easy access. Yeah. Implementation. Okay, what doesn't it have? Get player data. Get player data. It doesn't. Okay. Current gameplay mode is gameplay mode. Implementation. Get player data. Okay. Oh, because I need to be able to query each individual. That's what I was missing. Yeah. Excuse me. And now I can add in all these HUD things again. Let's find HUD. So save scores as previous. That's the save scores as previous thing I was looking for. HUD. Current HUD. Set active player index. Current HUD. Poke it. This is for init new player. Current HUD. Current HUD. Current HUD. Save scores previous. I'm missing a save score because it's not. Okay, and current HUD. HUD. In-game HUD, that's defined up here, right under ball saved. It's defined up here, right under ball saved. Current HUD. Then it initializes the HUD. Huh? Where do you instantiate this thing? Instantiates it here. Set gameplay mode is this. This is right after high power is enabled, so that is down over here. And here, right before score bit. Right before score bit. Yep. Then it destroys it right after it resets the music time and stops it and all this jazz. Previous player list. So dump all 3 scores. Previous player list. Feature shutdown. So basically all here from dump scores and beyond. So shutdown from dump scores and beyond. It has this now. Current HUD. Book the HUD. Save scores. Set active player index. For the next ball, I think I have that already. Okay, so that's all of those things. So that also means there's a HUD thing that needs to exist. You don't like something, what don't you like? Oh yeah, current gameplay HUD doesn't exist. It's actually I'm gonna rename it to that. Current HUD. Because this I like the current gameplay HUD better. Set music time is inaccessible. Why is set music time inaccessible? Go to declare. Oh, that's because that doesn't exist in this particular jukebox. That's fine. Uh, okay. So now if I go to gameplay mode, I do have a quote-unquote HUD, but it's not a real HUD, so now I guess it's time to make it into a real HUD. Oh boy, it'll become a real HUD. HUD. You're gonna get thrown in here. Then I get to set all of this stuff. Highlighter. I don't have a highlighter. So highlighter is not going to be a thing. Current ball text. That goes in here. Current ball text. Shadow. No, these need to be shadow text handlers because they're expected to be shadowed text. Oh, by shadowed text handler. So every one of these mutable scores. Well, actually, every one of these things is mutable because player 1, player 2, player 3 is actually also mutable in this. If you're connected to Scorebit, it handles Scorebit player names. So all of these things are shadow text handlers. Yay. Player ball number. But they don't have a shadow in this case. Player. Score. Player. Score. Player. Score. Player. Score. All right, let's make sure that all these things are correct. Okay, now this has score panels, player roots, player scores, player name texts. So there's going to be score panels for score roots for player texts, player score texts for player name texts for. I don't remember what all of these score roots are. Right, the player name texts are obvious. So player 4, 3, 2, 1. Then the player score texts are obvious. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so score panels versus score roots. What the hell are those things? So the score roots. Oh, that's for scaling things up. And then score panels are for active. Okay, so the handles and the roots in this case are more or less the same thing. Okay, so player one panel. Yeah, so in Magic Forest, I have it so things can scale up. I don't really need it here. So I actually might just ignore that. And let's see if it's expecting roots to have some shit going on there. Roots, I'm gonna make roots 0. If roots not equal null, if by roots dot length is greater than 0, then I'll do this. Again, same thing with this. And if the highlighter exists, because the highlighter doesn't always exist. If highlighter is not equal null. Okay, I think that won't break. Okay, the active player color is going to be white. The inactive player color is going to be kind of gray. The active scale is 1. The inactive scale is 1. That doesn't matter. Current ball text. Oh, yeah. Ball number goes here. Okay, so now this needs to be not in the gameplay mode anymore, because this is going to be instantiated at runtime, and it's got to be gameplay scene. It's further up. So gameplay mode elements, game HUD. So gameplay mode elements. Create folder gameplay mode elements, and inside of here is going to be game HUD. And this is no longer in the scene. Now the other thing I need to double check, because are these scores? No, okay. Game HUD. Get rid of that. So previously I set the scores in some fancy-dancy way. So I don't know how that's going to affect this. Well, I suppose we'll find out. Yeah, I guess I'll find out. I don't remember how I did that. Player score. It's a text player score, string player scores. Oh, I was doing this in player context, was I? No. Oh, player score printer. Oh, is that in a root somewhere? That's in a root. Okay, so I want to get rid of these now. So I don't want player score printers anymore in there. Because that was kind of a crutch previously. Okay, player 1 is in there. It created the HUD. So now, in theory, oops. Oop, yep, nope. Nope. That didn't work. No, sorry, Bob, that didn't work. Players. Oh, it was trying. Oh, it's trying. Players. When you add a player, update player, set player score text to this update player. Was there an exception in there at all? No, there wasn't. Score panels set active. Number of panels -1. Sets all panels false except for game. Disable all BG. Huh? This gets added in when you add a new player. Set player score text. Set player score text. So that sets the texts that player data, yeah. Disable all the BGs, score panels. Why am I disabling BGs? Why am I disabling BG? Oh, I know what's going on here. Yeah. Yeah. Again, that's left over from Magic Forest because Magic Forest has different backgrounds for each player to have like this panel grow naturally. I don't have this here. So all I'm trying to show is the score panel of the current player. Oh, okay, yeah. I think I need to fiddle with this a little bit. So add another player. Because that didn't do the name, yep. Player that added the player, but it didn't do the name. Yep. Now let's see if when it goes to the next score, if it displays the player name as well. It's okay, it does, and then it fixes itself as it goes. That's not really ideal. That's not really ideal. Get mode data. So set active player index. Update player name. I think this is where I need to score panels, get player count, get player data. Well, I do update the name. Oh, because that's defaulting to false. When I add a new player, I always need to update the name. Okay. Yeah. When I add a new player, true. That'll ensure the name is updated. Now I think it's going to be okay. I can't think of a reason why I wouldn't want to update the name when I set the score information. Okay, let's add another player. Yeah, alright, player 3, yep. Okay, let's exit out of the game. So the whole point of this was to get that. So now there's a score for the player and all the other players. Okay. Okay. So that was kind of a long rigmarole to make this work. But now I have HUD control technically and the score, so I guess that's good. So those were things I was not expecting to do. And at hour 3, I have the match event, name entry, and all these things done. Now hour 4, I'm going to add the score multiplier for the presents, and that's probably it. It's 9:20. It's probably going to take me about half an hour to do that. And then I'm going to call it a day, as it would have been about 4 hours, or about 7 to 8 hours working on this today, and that's not too bad. Okay, so for this to happen, I'm going to close all this crap again. What game? Well, first off, I'm going to close Magic Forest. I don't need Magic Forest open anymore. Then I'm going to go to the bulb. Christmas bulb controller feature. I need to know if there's a count. So I need to do a present int present counter, present collection counter equals 0. At the start of every new ball, well, on reset for new ball, I can probably just do it here. Okay, when you collect a present, update bulb lamps. Actually, do I have an owner? What do I want to do with this? So there's a couple ways to do it. Either this controller feature can handle it, or each present itself can handle it. So, oh, this is actually what I can. Okay. So each present is gonna, or each pair, because it's called target pair, right? This mess. Oh, oh. Christmas target pair. So each one of the, so when I create this, I'm also going to send it its owner as well. So Christmas bulb control feature owner, because they have their own owner. So Christmas bulb feature current owner. So what I can do in here, so current owner equals owner. Save the controlling feature. So now in here, when you collect the presents, it can be, I can say if current owner does not equal no. So int present combo counter equals 1. So for the current owner isn't null, I should get present count. So current owner dot get current what do I call this? Cookie flashing was hit. Get lit present count. If get lit present count is greater than 0, then our owner increment present multiplier. Present multiplier. This will be times that. Then this equals get current get present multiplier. So it's going to get the present multiplier, then it's going to increment it, because present multiplier is always going to be at least 1, incremented will be 2. Otherwise, oh, I'm sorry, if it's greater than 1. If it's greater than 1, then you're going to increment it and do that. Otherwise, no. I can always just do this, and then it's going to be the owner that can check this. So you can always increment it, because yeah, get, this will be present multiplier equals get present. Okay. Present multiplier count. Because if all the presents are unlit and collected, then it's going to reset the counter at the next frame, and you're never going to light another one in time that you unlit it, if that makes sense. So in here, do you have accessors in here? No. Okay. So these are going to be public int get present multiplier. Public public void increment multiplier. And just plain old int get present count. Okay, so this is gonna return current mode data dot present. Oh no, it doesn't need that. Present multiplier. So it's gonna return this. This is gonna increment the present multiplier. This isn't gonna be present collection counter. This is gonna be present multiplier. And just for sanity, on ball begin, reset the multiplier. So multiplier is always going to be 1. So I'm going to say int reset present multiplier as a function, so I don't fuck it up somewhere. 1. This is always going to be this. So get lit present counts is going to be this thing. Mode data present shots. So if mode data equals null, return 0 if present shot equal null, return 0. Otherwise, it's present counter 0. Current present shots for each Christmas present target pair P and mode data this P dot is present get what is not is bond. I get the present query right here. Oh. Is present lit. Is present lit. If so this can just be that plus equals that 1 0 return that count the lit presence. Okay, if now in updates if get lit present count is less than or equal to 0, then present multiplier equals then reset present multiplier. Keep the multiplier reset if we don't have more than 1. We don't have a present lit. Yeah. Okay, so this might do it. And what did I screw up on? Oh, tell me, please. Jesus, that's a lot. What? The hell is your problem with this? Reset present multiplier. Oh. Yeah, and then of course up here where I create this stuff, this, and this. And lastly, cannot implicitly void the int. Increment, oh. Okay, I think this is going to do that multiply thing that I want. And if it does, I can mark that off and maybe call it a day. So this only took 10 minutes to do. This is actually easier than I thought. Okay, so the idea is I need a bunch of lit presents, so I'm just going to spam this. Okay, so now to collect these shots, I need so left orbit, ramp, ramp shot, and right orbit, or in inner left. Okay, so for I'm gonna turn this. I don't know how loud this is for you. I'm gonna turn that down for you a little bit. I'm gonna take these off so I can think out loud. So I need where was it? Oh, it's wrong. Don't move this around. There we go. So right now I'm at 3,300,000. So in theory, I should be able to get um 1, 2, 3, 4. I should be able to get 6 million. So that should set me 9 million when I hit these 3 shots. No, I'm sorry. It should get me to, yeah, 2, and then so 6 million should be this last shot, which is this ramp. So that made it to 6 million. Now, in theory, so I'm gonna hit. Nope, I'm gonna hit this guy. So now, if I shoot that ramp shot, I should only get 1 million. Not that ramp shot. Right. Okay, the multipliers are working. I'm gonna start another player just to prove my point. Okay, so now to prove the point, I'm just gonna light all of these. So now the final score of this player when I shoot all 6 shots should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 million. So 6 shots should get me 21 million. Let's see if that happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 21 million. Multipliers are all set. Look how powerful that is, man. Woo! That's worth going for. That's worth going for. Right, and backspace that. Yeah, I didn't save that. Okay. Boy, oh boy, that's worth going for. This is going to be a high scoring game if you know how to multiply your things and stack your bonuses and everything. Holy cow. Okay, so present multipliers are done. Our gift collection multiplying is done. So I'll save that on there, and I'll save it in the GDD. That's Magic Forest. I don't want Magic Forest. I want this one. Okay, and in the GDD, collecting lit shots boosts collection value. There. All right, I did pretty well for today. The only things I don't have are the multi-balls. And honestly, this really is not that difficult to do. The only thing I don't have that I need to just double check to see what I did with the other games, which might take a little bit, is just to see how I handled the stack pushing and popping in relation to multi-ball modes being spawned externally. Also with this, I do need to add gift box toy handling of multi-states. So Q rip off yeah. So queued rip off locked ball target up queued day with rip off ready hit target verse lock ball off day. Okay, so these are the states I need to kind of handle. Some of the, well, like loosely some of them, just so I remember later on what I need to handle for the gift box toy type thing, which kind of go into these things. And once I have, and that'll come into play once I have a very rudimentary way of just starting the 6 day and 12 day. with the state changing, and then I need to determine some of the states of ripoff and how that affects 6 day and 12 day. Then when 12 day is done, technically the game will reset, but it'll still keep incrementing, right? If you remember from earlier, once I got all 6 days, or once I got all 12 days, it just reset the tree. But the way I'm writing the player context, the presents are still accumulating, and the cookies are still accumulating. So if you loop through the 12 days multiple times, you're gonna get like billions of score, especially if you multiply things. So that's it for today. I'm done. I'm gonna go relax. I'm probably gonna play some rhythm games or something just to de de, de out what I've done today. Tomorrow I'm not gonna stream. Later on this week I probably will. Possibly on Thursday I'll stream. I'm not gonna do Wednesday because other people are streaming then, and I'm not gonna do Friday because other people are doing that probably, I think. But Thursday I think I'll stream again. And I'll finish up the multi-balls. Then we will be fully at alpha for this. Then I need to finally buy stuff from Aaron at Vast so I can wire everything up and really actually play this for legit on the playfield. I'm pretty sure it's going to work fine, but until you really play it and feel it, it's going to be difficult. So, all right, folks, have a good one, and I'll see you around.